Yo, what's good, guys? KosherTech here. So today we got another Chinese case to review. Let's go. Now this one is from MUSETEX. Yeah, I can't even pronounce this. Oh my good. MUSETEX. Anyways, this is an official Chinese case, yo. This case comes in multitude of like different models and whatnot. The actual model number of this case, you guys are going to see it on the title as well as in the description. Now you copped them on Amazon for like 80 bucks. Like there's one that comes with basically a glass panel. This is a mesh front. It comes already pre-installed with 6 Chinese RGB fans. It does have this tempered glass side panel. It comes in black and white. But anyways, as always, let's get to it. So like I said, you get this mesh front over here. This is like some official, I mean, you guys already hear it. This is official cheap. This is official, some cheap stuff over here, but listen, this is a mesh front, you know, Chinese steel and whatnot. We got cutout vents over here for airflow. It's always a plus. All of this as well is airflow. Now, of course, this is removable, youngins. I know you guys be asking me, you youngins, man. You're asking me, kosher. How do I remove it? How do I remove it, bruh? Hold it from the bottom and pull it. I know it's going to be a little tough at first. Just pull it. Just your young little 13-year-old muscles, bruh. Your little young 13-year-old muscles, pull, and it's gonna pop right off. So this comes off. Once we get a naked, you guys will see. Anyways, like I said, 6 fans and shit. We got a dust filter right up here. Let's talk about what we get up top. We got your power button. Now I gotta say, this is like some cheap, this is cheap plastic, bro. You have this HD audio thing. I don't know what this is. I guess when it lights up, it does some. You have this, this LED button. This is like the worst thing. The plastic is already like, you see how it's bent? This shit no bueno. You have your USB 2, you have your mic and headphone, you have your reset button over here, USB 3, and then USB 2. That's basically what you get. You could mount, I want to say a 240 up top as well as a 360 in the front. And like I said, there's 6 fans. There's 3 fans here, and there's 2 fans here and a fan over here. And basically, I mean, this is how it is. This is some official budget. And we have the side panel over here. We have screws for the back. I mean, that's basically it, how she's looking right here. And if you want to, of course, we got thumb screws over here. Bam, bam, we got thumb screws to take off the glass. But, I mean, let's turn it back. We have PC. You know what? Let's get her naked, y'all. Let's get her naked, because you know how Kosher like talking about when they naked? We talk about it better, y'all. Let's go. All right, you guys, so she officially naked. All right, let's get to it now. So listen, I did remove, like I said, the front panel, youngins, 13-year-old little muscles. On the bottom, pull hard, it'll pop off. Anyways, now this doesn't have a dust filter. This is just regular Chinese steel mesh. As I always say, listen, you youngins want to clean this up, hop over to mama's kitchen while mama not cooking. Quickly go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 before she slap you over the head, asking why the heck is your computer stuff over here. So don't get slapped over the head, all right? Anyways, not mesh. I mean mesh, but there's no dust filter over here. All right, so no dust filter. Want to get that out because I know you young is gonna be asking me. No dust filter, just regular Chinese steel. So just 1, 2, 3, and that's basically it. Now, like I did mention, you do get your little dust filter up top. Man, you youngins in your dust filter, man. Just clean your case, y'all. Stop being lazy. But anyways, we get these 3 Chinese looking fans, yo. Quick heads up, these right over here, man, son, these look like the MUSETEX fans, which I reviewed. The only reason why, these MUSETEX fans have the same grooves as these MUSETEX fans. So I'm thinking they might be the exact same fans. I mean, I think like MUSETEX went over to homies MUSETEX, you know, the factory on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? And they just rolled up in there and took their fans. I'm just saying, let me know in the comments what you guys think of these fans, because they look similar to those MUSETEX fans, which I reviewed. But anyways, they look pretty dope. These are RGB, like I said, they are black. I'm not feeling that. You gave us a white case, give us a white fans, not white case with black fans. It's no bueno, son. It's no bueno. But anyways, in the front, now for motherboard support, we got all the way from ATX, all the way down to ITX. All right, so ATX all the way down to ITX. We have M-ATX as well. All right, so when I say ATX all the way down to ITX, is M-ATX as well as ITX, guys. So no E-ATX, and plus you don't even want to put E-ATX anywhere in here regardless. So we got no cutouts over here, no grommets over here. We just basically got cutouts with no grommets. We got two fans up there. Now here we could put fans as well. We could have basically 120 millimeter fans, and all these fans are 120 mm. We could fit 2 120 mm's over here, basically just pushing air right to the graphics card to cool it to give it more airflow. Here as well, we could mount SSDs. Basically, a very open case. I don't like that. I wish that, look, you know, give us some black grommets or white grommets. I mean, you might as well give us black grommets if you give us black fans. Give us black grommets. I mean, how much are they going to cost them realistically? Like what? A few cents? 1, 2, 4 black grommets, and you're basically straight. And of course, we got an exhaust fan. Now over here, we got, all right, let's do this, y'all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Expansion slots. We got these screws over here. You could basically unscrew it and put this PSU shroud. Let's keep it moving. This is, look, this, like I just moved, this is official. Like you see that bend, you see that flex. Be careful. This is very, very cheap. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Now back here, what we got? We got a controller over here, basically a hub for all these fans to get connected. I mean, it's crazy out here. This is Wuhan out here, man. Calm down, Kosher. Anyways, we got USB 3 over here. We got a SATA power to power the hub over here. But yeah, I mean, the fans are, okay, how we got the fans here? All right, so these fans, they look like all 6-pin proprietary fans. So if you guys are familiar with my Chinese RGB fans, this is basically the hub you get. I'm not feeling this. This basically gave us a naked hub with basically not covering it. It's no bueno. So I presume these here are for LED strips. We have the LED switch. So what does this mean? This is the reset button. So when I press it, it's going to basically, I believe, switch colors. I got to see. And these are all the front panel connectors. We have audio. So yeah, I mean, basic hub. These are all 6-pin proprietary cables that go into this hub. Now you could also put other fans in this hub as well, I believe. I'm pretty sure actually. We have the ARGB functionality over here. And this also supports Gigabyte motherboard since we have this VDG. So I mean, everything is, you know, basic. We have all these cutouts over here for zip ties. What else? We got a, is this an SSD slot? I guess this is already an SSD cutout over here, SSD cutout over here, like I said. So we got 3 SSDs we can mount, and we have our spinning disc tray, aka mechanical drives. Your 3¼ inch right here. Now it is removable via the screws, so you can get it out, so you can remove it. You can completely take this out if you don't have any spinning discs. Now here we do have a remote control as well as screws. So what does that mean? I could basically switch colors on these fans via remote control. I mean, that's basically it. A very basic case, 80 bucks, 6 fans with a hub, with the remote control. We got a booklet over here talking everything about the case. Yeah, I mean, and we got a dust filter over here as well in the bottom, you know. But from the looks of it, like I said, very basic with 6 fans. So what I want to do is let's build in it and let's see how this bad boy performs, yo. Let's go. All right, so everything is set up. She's all built. Now the fans are RGB, like I said. This is the mesh front. You got plenty of airflow. Now she does look beautiful. What I basically did is I put cable extensions. I want to go with a pink, white, and like a blackish theme, I want to say. On the bottom, like I did say, you could fit 2 120 mil fans. I just got Asia Horse fans over here. They actually do look in, damn, that underglow is pretty fire. For cards, this is an RX5A, the Strix RX5A, the Asus Strix. Now the card itself is 11 inches. The space from here to here altogether is 14 inches, which is 355 millimeters. Now what you want to do is, if you are gonna, let's say, put a front, well, I'm gonna talk about this. If you are gonna put an AIO in the front. Now I'm not sure if it's all gonna go there, especially if you're gonna put fans. Just keep that in mind. And plus, you would have to remove the hard drive tray to put a AIO here in the front. But I am gonna talk about that once I remove everything. I just want to give you guys a look how it looks with the glass. And of course, you have the PSU. And this is very subjective for me. I really care like zero for this. I really don't care, but if you guys might like it. Also, one thing I actually do like the fans being mounted like that. And you got holes cutouts here for airflow. So that's good because there's holes there in the bottom to cut them out. So what this does is essentially is going to blow air into the GPU. So just, you know, essentially is going to cool the GPU. But this case, building in this case is tedious. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. But overall, you know, let's open it up. Let's talk about it. All right, so firstly, the fans actually do change colors. As I mentioned, you do get this remote control. You also could do it via the reset button over here. I'm going to show you guys when I flip the case. You just have to put in the hub. So, I mean, you have all these different presets and colors. You have plenty of color options, plenty of modes. I'm really not going to talk about that much into like color options, but I mean, these fans, listen, not bad. They go up to maximum RPM. I want to say is like 12 to 1300. So not the best for, you know, RPM wise, more like, you know, pushing more air, but it is what it is. You know, you do get 6 fans. You know, some of you guys actually do like that in the sense of you get a lot of fans, but you get the remote control. You can do basically everything with the remote control and whatnot. But altogether, like I did say, card size. Now, for rad support, I didn't mount a 240 because the 240 did not fit up here. It does fit only with low profile RAM. Since I have just regular standard RAM in here, I wasn't able to basically fit a 240. So make sure if you're fitting a 240 up here, make sure you're using low profile RAM. Like I said, I just put a regular Wraith cooler in here. Now in the front, my beef with the front, you see how it is basically. It's not all cut out here basically. There's just cutouts essentially here, basically restricting airflow here. So if I were to, let's say, to put a 360 mil rad here, like I wish there was more airflow here, holes cutouts here and there to basically give more air to push through. But like I did mention, a 360 does fit here, but you just have to remove the hard drive tray to actually put a 360. Now when you are going to mount the 360, make sure you put the 360 AO here and then the fans mounting them basically outside like that. So, you know, you'll have enough space. Now if you are going to do that, you could leave the hard drive tray because only the radiator is going to be here. But for airflow wise, I wish they would just cut all this out and just give us, you know, holes here and just to push much more air in, but unfortunately didn't. Now for, dude, I'll be like, look, building in this, you guys, it was honestly like a pain. Now these colors are all going crazy. I'll just leave it like this. Now for wire management, this was completely tedious. Now this case doesn't give you the best option for wire management. There's no like holes all the way up there to, you know, put wires through. The only way to put wires through is basically through here, through the rear fan. I'm going to show you guys in the back, but like you see, I have all these wires basically coming out here. So there's essentially one way. So wire management is really a pain. Also, no rubber grommets. Remember I mentioned this, like you see, there's a hole, there's showing, that's no bueno for me, man. I want some rubber grommets. I want everything to be nice and tidy, everything to be hidden. Unfortunately, you don't get this here with this case, but I do like this, the implementation that they gave us. You actually could put fans here. What I want to do now is basically, let's flip it. I am pissed that they said it does support 240s. It doesn't. Now, also, you could put 140 fans. See, they have offsets here. They have offsets here for 120s, and then if you're going to put a 140, you could put for the 141 here. 140 here, I didn't mention that, my apologies, but you could put a 140, 140s and 120s. Now here, only 140s don't fit here. Either a 240 you could put here. Now, if you are going to put a 240 here, you won't be able to mount the bottom fan because when I tried to put the 240 rad, it was like going all the way here. So just make sure you guys have the measurements correct. For me, this didn't work out. But yeah, but 360, no problem. And 120s fit here, now 140s, and 140s go up here. But anyways, what I want to do is now let's flip it and let's see how it looks from the back. All right, so now for wire management, I got to say it was very easy working with this case in the back. You know, but basically it had enough space for me to maneuver stuff. And, you know, like, look, let's be a buck, guys. This is not a showpiece. I'm not like putting this, you know, and like showing my wire management shit. I'm making this a more realistic approach of what everyone does in the rear and the wire management. We're trying to make it as neat as possible. And I don't have that much time to work with these cases. As you might, I know your guys' you know, wire management is going to be 10 times better than mine. But in a real scenario, you know, you have enough space. It was very easy. Also, when closing the side panel, right, it was easy. I didn't have to force it in. The case has space in the back, which I absolutely love. Also, I love this. Look how much space we have from the hard drive shroud to the power supply. I like this. It's not very like, it's not restrictive. So you have maneuverability. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Especially in my case, I was using cable extensions. Plenty of zip ties. So I use some zip ties here. We have zip tie cutouts, I want to say, through here. So plenty of ways to maneuver with this case. And of course, SSDs here if you want to mount those. plenty of ways, like I said, plenty of ways to maneuver with this case. It's not going to be difficult to crunch things in, and like I was doing with other cases, as like the Montex, we have the X2, the X1. I want to say even the dark flash case as well. The DLM case was, I want to say, a little difficult, but not as bad as the Montex one. Also, for the hub, so I do have the hub over here. Very simple, just connect them all. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, it's not labeled 1 through 10. Or what is this? What we got? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1 through 5, and then 1 through 5 here. It's not labeled, but I just guessed and I just put it through like that. I mean, obviously put them in order once you play with the LEDs. Now, if you want to use the reset button, which is right here, you see those 2 metal prongs sticking out. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna take the reset coming from your front panel, right? From the front panel, there's a wire. It's a reset wire, reset switch. So you're gonna want to plug it in here. So what that's gonna do is every time when you're gonna press the LED button, which is right here, this LED button for this case, right? It's gonna switch colors. It's gonna cycle through colors, and then instead of you using the remote control, so that option is there for you guys. Now, also, this hub wasn't compatible with the Asia Horse wires with the Asia Horse fans, which I was using. So I just threw the Asia Horse hub basically there. Well, I was trying to connect the wires into this hub, but unfortunately it didn't work. So I just want to give you guys a heads up if you are interested and curious to, if you guys ask me. But overall, not bad. It was very easy doing this, but remember I said the wire management? Like, look, there's no cutouts up here for running wires. This was a pain in the behind. All right, so all the wires, so we're gonna build in this case, right? All the wires that you have here, right, for your air cooler, for your AIO, if you're gonna wanna use an AO here, or up top, if you're gonna put low profile RAM, all the wires are gonna have to run through the rear entrance, right? There's only one cutout, which is in the rear, which is just terrible. Just very bad placement, because they could have just gave us some cutouts here, man, and this case would have been a lot easier to work with. But just wanted to give you guys a quick look at this. Still very easy to work with in the back. All right, so before we get into the test results, just want to say something. I am going to give this case away. Basically everything is going to be in the description below. Definitely check out basically how to enter. But simply, just let's get 200 likes. Leave a comment while you want this case. Make it simple, and just look in the description basically for all the other information. But yeah, I am giving this bad boy away. But anyways, listen, I gotta say, the front mesh, very important. We get plenty of cool air coming in here. I love the circulation. I love basically the implementation of us putting fans in the bottom. It does hell of a job. We're running here for an hour. We got, now the CPU is running the Wraith cooler. I mean, it's relatively gonna be, depending on what air cooler or what AIO you're gonna run, the temps are gonna vary. But here we got 73 degrees. We are running a Ryzen 5 3600 at 4.1 gigs in all cores. The GPU is running nice and cool, man. And we got it at 59, 60 degrees Celsius. Like I did say, this is the RX 580 Strix edition. And I just have the temps, the temp limit basically turned up all the way at max. But yeah, if you are looking for this case, I'll have it in the, in the link below, in the description below. Overall, a good case, comes with a bunch of fans, 6 fans. Now, like I did say, the fans maximum RPM, we get like 12 to 1300. The fans are not loud whatsoever with this kind of RPM. That's why I really didn't want to do a sound test. With these fans, they're not noisy. They run pretty decent. Not a bad case. A few hiccups. I just wish they would have just gave us grommets. They would have gave us better cutouts here up top to have basically better cable management. But overall, and also just, bruh, like this LED button, you can see like it's a little, like a little indented. So whoever's gonna get this case, I'm gonna try to fix this. But yeah, like the plastic here is no bueno. But for a decently budget case for 80 bucks, you can even cop them on sale and whatnot. Not a bad choice. Just make sure, if you guys do decide to get this case, you guys are gonna know what you're getting yourself involved to, and basically the obstacles and the hoops you have to jump through. But anyways, guys, I'm KosherTech. I'm gonna catch you cats next time. Deuces.